a micro brand from Paris. Now this video is not sponsored. I have been influenced. Being influenced is not a great feeling and I don't like it, but thankfully, I love it. Let's check it out. Introducing the all-new Serica 5303, a diver that definitely is a looker, easy to fall in love with, well thought out design, and it has an authenticity to it that's very charming. The watch is a charmer for sure. Designed by a man named Jerome in Paris, engineered in Switzerland, officially Swiss made. The case, however, and bracelet are from the Asian region. But ironically, the case is one of the best parts of the watch. The finishing is fantastic. Transitions from brushed to polished are laser sharp and the brushing is pretty good. It is a well-known secret. Everyone knows it. Many Swiss companies use Asia to make their cases. The 5303 has an interesting name. In 1953, on March, Bezel World, that's when the world was introduced to the modern diver with the Rolex Submariner, also Black Pond 50 Fathoms, and of course the Zodiac Seawolf, the world's first diver to have those hash marks on the bezel insert from 0 to 15, which now every diver has it. However, this one here has it on a countdown style, going from the loom pip at 12 to 45, so you can use it as a countdown timer. This French skin diver is gorgeous, and definitely you can see some inspiration from the 50s, the 60s. It has a lot to like, and I love it. The design, gorgeous. Now the movement is from Soprod. It is called the Newton. I believe they made it in 2020, so it's relatively new. It's still not proven. On paper though, it looks good. There are two different grades. We got N4 here, the highest grade, top flight, and there's N7, which is regulated ±7. This one is regulated to ±4 seconds a day in 5 positions. We're gonna see it on the time grapher near the end of the video. It has a full balance bridge, which is really cool, at the 6 o'clock, so it's really good for open heart designs in the future. I think many micro brands with ETA restricting their supply are gonna gravitate towards this movement, so I'm really interested in its performance. I only wore it for 24 hours with my GPS watch check app. I didn't hit the numbers of ±4, but I got pretty close, so I love the nod of 5303 to the past. And then when we look at the dial, we see S617 at the bottom, and I have no clue. I'm gonna take my microphone with me and let's check it out. S617. French sub. Okay, a French Submariner? That is a clever way of putting sub or Submariner on your watch. Very nice, and I really like that Easter egg. Now the dial here is absolutely easy to read. It's just so legible. Reverse lollipop indices are beautiful, and then batons, just a great style. And I love how they didn't brand it Serica underneath the 12 o'clock marker. The use of empty space works here, and they just put Serica Swiss underneath the 6 o'clock. Very subtle, ego aside and vanity, just focusing on the watch itself. This is a good watch. The measurements that I got, 38.9 in diameter, secret measurement of 38 even. We have a thickness of 12.1, which is very thin, including that double-domed sapphire crystal with a very smooth bevel on the edge there. It's a beautiful effect. Anti-reflective coating on the underside, no drilled lugs, and a lug-to-lug of 46 even. We have a nice, big, easy to grip 7.8 mil crown with a clutch system, giving the watch 300 meters of water resistance, very capable. However, the first batch of these Sericas had an issue with the crown. I confirmed with the brand owner This serial number has the fix. However, it's still a little finicky. Sometimes you pull it out and it doesn't pop out. You gotta give it a little jiggle. And then sometimes when you hack it, it doesn't bite. The fix is a washer on the stem. And the owner said there was an issue with the Newton movements lever and stem. So I'm not sure what that means or where they put the gasket, but it works most of the time. It's just a tad finicky. It's frankly disappointing. This watch is so perfect otherwise, and the crown is an integral part of that enjoyment, the command center of the watch. And you know what? I think I would have paid a little bit more for an ETA 2893, a high grade ETA. I think that movement would make this watch definitely a keeper in my collection, because other than that, which is a huge flaw for me, is the haptics and the feel of the crown. I want everything to just work. I'm not a fan of finicky crowns working only maybe 90%, even 99%. I want it to work 100% of the time. Now, the bezel insert reminds me of the 1957 Seamaster with that two-tone look. This one is stainless steel brushed vertically on the inner ring, and it says hours in French at the 1 o'clock. It is a dual time, and the outer edge is ceramic for your dive time bezel. So dual functions, very nice. Let's have a listen. Excellent bezel feel. It reminds me of my SLA 043. Soft clicks like Seiko bezels, but a little bit smoother like the high-end Seikos. Now the hands are painted white, but the tips, the front and back, you can see exposed. I guess when they take the hands off its mold, it rips off whatever the stencil is or whatever it is. The tips are not painted because of that. So the finishing on the hands, a little bit disappointing, but you can only see it under extreme macro. The dust under here is impressive. It's not bad. I've seen worse from major brands, and on a black dial, it's way more obvious. So I think they did a good job here in the quality control. Just wish the hands were done a little bit better. And of course, the crown and stem action. Now the bracelet is a mesh bracelet, 20 mil tapering down to 16. Usually you don't see these kind of bracelets tapering down, and usually you don't see them with a fitted end link. So it completes the look, giving the watch a more premium vibe. I don't like the Milanese when it's just a bar and then the bracelet starts. It looks like they didn't care. Example, Longines brand new black sector dial. All right, and this just gives it such a nice look. I think bracelet is a home run. Now it is very difficult, very, very difficult to put on though. You lift up here and there are notches and there is a lip in there where the notch fits. All right, so there's preset points and then you see, I didn't hit the point. It won't close. You gotta get it right into that groove for it to lock there. Easy to get a great fit. But guys, when you put on this bracelet, make sure you have the watch over a soft surface, because it might fall until you master the skill of putting on this difficult bracelet. Okay, here it is on my 6.5-inch wrist, wearing absolutely perfect. I love the 12 height. Anything above 13, it starts to get on my nerves. This one looks sleek and modern, yet has that vintage vibe. This is fresh, and I'm a big fan of how it wears. Very comfortable on this Milanese bracelet. 107 grams, excellent lightweight for all-day comfort. Now the price is in euros, so it's gonna translate roughly to $12.50 USD. So what's the competition here? We have the 63 mass, around 1200 from Seiko, another French brother, the Yema 39 mil, 1250 with the SW200. What else? We got maybe a used Aquis, that's pretty good. Maybe the Christopher Ward, the C60 600 diver. That's a little bit cheaper. It's 40 mil, ETA based, 1000 USD. And what else? Oh, there's a new Longines 39 mil, 1275, 39 mil, not bad. Yeah, so there's good competition here. But out of all those named, I think this one's the most compelling if you already have a Seiko diver. If you have a Seiko diver and you want something fresh, something different, something new, you know what? I think this one beats the others on the list. The Ward, the Hydro Conquest is a little bit Marmite, and the Yema, I've never handled one. I've heard not the greatest things about Yema. Okay, we're gonna check out this brand new Newton Top Flight Edition, 5 positions, 22 joules, hack hand wind automatic, 28.8 VPH, 44 hours of power reserve, powerful amplitude here, 323. Little bit of beat error at 0.2, plus 8, plus 6, plus 8, plus 8. Let's do one more for fun. And the final round, plus 8. Okay, we're gonna do 12 down now to see the positional variance, how it's gonna react on your wrist. And look at this, much better. Plus 6, 0. Amplitude did drop a bit, but wow, the beat error stayed consistent, very nice. 0 again. Wow, so much better, 12 down. And the fourth and final round, let's do a fifth round. -2. All right. So on the wrist, it should make that ±4. Okay, there is the loom shot. There is great orientation here. Easy to see the 12 o'clock indice. This is C3, so it's not going to be the most powerful. It's not C3X1, but it's not bad. But it has that creamy patina, just a tad, and that might be weakening it a bit. But overall, I would say decent loom. For reference, let's get an SKX in here. Just for reference, you can see a little bit stronger on the SKX. I really like this watch, but the crown does kill it for me a little bit. I don't know if I'm gonna keep it. I'm interested in their first watch, the 4512, I believe. That's a field watch, but I don't know if it can take me away from my khaki. But that one is definitely on my radar. I might pick that up next year, so stay tuned for that one. And if you want to see more videos like this, check out the video here and check out the video here. And if you like this video, please like, share, and subscribe. And I'll see you in the next one.